Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Nashville. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rams.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Good job there. Middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the red zone now, Prescott setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. boxers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Out of the gun now on third down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 61 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The score, Titans 7, Rams 3.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Hill going to keep it on the option. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd down.
Now Prescott. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a first down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline.
Switch up, switch up. Max 50, Max 50. Reboot. Let's go. We got double.
Jones. That he's into the clear. Touchdown, L.A.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones,
Los Angeles.
60 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that was dangerous. They'll throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Dan Bailey lining up.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense, like the early returns.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
24-yard line.
That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is,
And he'll bang that one through.
makes the score Rams 17, Titans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we're going to get a timeout.
He's tackled
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A gain of 12. And a Rams first down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
To number 12.
Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
And sack.
JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Go back at the 26-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Room here to run. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown L.A. Aaron Jones.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we hit it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things